Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Woo! Did you hear that? Ooh, I'm so excited to do this video. Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here. I need a moment. I need to stop being so enthusiastic, but I can't really contain how excited I am. So, a month ago? A couple of weeks ago, 2 months ago, I don't remember honestly. I did a review on the new Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. And I basically lost my marbles and I told you guys, if you're a fan of Gwen Stefani, or no doubt you need it, and if you're a fan of neutrals, you also need it. Along with the release of this eyeshadow palette, they have another mega humongous release to follow this eyeshadow palette with a lot of freaking awesome stuff that I'm wearing on my face right now. So I told you guys in that video, this eyeshadow palette review video, that I'm a huge fan of Gwen Stefani. I've been a fan since No Doubt. I mean, can we talk about this? It's just nostalgic for me. You know, I am a 90s child and I can't help myself. It speaks to me. So when I found out that Urban Decay was going to do a Gwen Stefani collection, I almost lost my, you know what I'm gonna say. And so when I did the review of this palette, I was very clear and I said, this is not a collection that is inspired by Gwen. It's not a collection that was influenced, or it's a collection that was made for Gwen. So she sat down and she decided to create her dream line of cosmetics. Anywhere that you read about this collection with Urban Decay, the colors were designed for Gwen to use personally. So if you buy them, keep that in mind. So if you guys are a fan of Gwen's, it's definitely something that you want to have in your collection because it is a limited edition collection. If you are medium to lighter skin tones, it's probably going to suit you better than if you are like medium to deeper skin tones, but that is not to say that it won't work on your skin tone. There are ways to make it work, especially because it's a neutral palette. The blush palette as well, it has some lighter shades, but when I get to this, you're gonna see how I want to die about one of the blush colors in here. You guys, I'll wait till I get there. Anyway, so secondary to the launch of the eyeshadow palette, Gwen also released lip liners, lipsticks, a brow kit, and a blush palette. So we're gonna get into them. I'll show you guys some swatches. I'll insert some demos and all of that good stuff, but I will tell you the pricing and everything. This collection is going to be available just like the Gwen Stefani palette. It's gonna be at the flagship store first, on the Urban Decay website first, and then Ulta and Sephora will follow after that. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing in the collection, I kind of want to get this out of the way because it's the least exciting, and I think it's the one that is probably the least universal of everything that she did in her collection, and that is the brow kit. What is this called? This is called a brow box. If you guys are fans of Urban Decay, you know that they had a brow box. They have a brow box with brow powders and brow pomade or wax. How cute is this? Look at the packaging. It's all the same with the dots. It kind of looks like, what's that game with like the red and the black discs that you drop? Connect 4. Doesn't it look like Connect 4? So this is the brow kit, and it comes with 2 brow colors and then a brow kind of wax for the powders to stick and to also kind of comb and tame your brows. In the bottom of the kit, you have 3 little items, 2 little angled brushes, I think 1 for each of the colors, and then a tiny pair of miniature tweezers. All of these are gold. Have you guys ever seen gold tweezers? I mean, she thought about everything. And there's also a mirror on each level of this kit, which is a really nice touch. If you guys remember, her eyeshadow palette said Magic's in the makeup in the corner of the mirror. This one does too. How cute is that? The price of this kit is going to be $30, and the 2 brow colors in here, they're both blonde powders. So they're both, you have like a darker taupe and then like a lighter taupe. They both have cool undertones. After the brow box, you have a 6-pan blush palette. Okay, you guys, when the eyeshadow palette came out, I almost fainted and I lost my marbles. When I found out that there was gonna be a blush palette, I did faint and lose my marbles. The blush palette looks very similar to the eyeshadow palette, which I like because it kind of creates the set, you know what I mean? So it's a 6-pan blush palette. It looks like that. It's going to retail for $45 and it's incredible. There's one color in here that makes me say this whole palette is worth it, which is totally irrational and not a good thing to say, especially for you guys, because you're gonna feel very, very anxious to run out and get this. But you guys, there's a color in here that will change your life. So the 6 colors in this palette look like this. It is such a perfect palette because it's a perfect palette for someone that wants definition and doesn't want to take away from eye or lip looks. So the blushes in here aren't going to steal the show. I'm actually wearing 4 of the blushes in this palette right now. I'm wearing one as a contour, one as like a blush used for a contour. I'll explain what I'm talking about in a minute. And then something on the apples of my cheeks, and then a really subtle highlight. Gwen has really fair skin, and I feel like a draw point to her face is her complexion. So she's never super highlighted. She's never super contoured. She has definition, but she never has extreme highlighting or contouring. It's always very natural and defined. So the first color in here is a blush called Cherry, and Cherry is described as a light pink satin. It's like a perfect cotton candy pink. The second color is Easy, and Easy is a color that everybody needs in their collection. This color is stunning. I like to, when I do my face or my makeup, I like to use a bronzer as my contour just because of my complexion or the tone of my complexion. But on top of that, I always like to go in with a deeper blush. Lighter than my bronzer, but darker than the blush that I put on the apples of my cheeks. And Easy is what I'm actually wearing here, and it's such a beautiful color. It's described as a deep rose with gold shimmer. I will use this color all year round and I won't even care. It's such a beautiful, perfect shade. Then you have Angel, and Angel is a champagne nude shimmer. This is a perfect highlight for those of you that don't like that really in your face highlight. You can tell I'm wearing it today and it's incredibly subtle. It's nothing major. Then we have Lo-Fi, and that's what I'm wearing as my bronzer for contouring. I'm only wearing it to define my cheekbones. And then the color Hush. Hush is described as a medium pink with gold shimmer. It's not that intense. You know, some people, I would say medium to darker skin tones could actually use it as a highlight. And then OC is described as a soft pink with pink peach shift. This would be perfect for that new every color highlighter trend. You know what I'm talking about? How highlighters are headed in that direction where you have purple, pink, blue highlights. This would be a really beautiful shifting peach highlight. Also in the collection, there are 6 24/7 glide-on lip liners. And I know there's been a lot of commentary about how similar the shades are, all the lip products. And keep in mind that these are lip colors that you would see on Gwen. So this is one of those collections where you don't need every color. You want to find the color that's going to suit you best. So even though they're all in like the pinkish rose fuchsia / red family, you'll find the one that you identify with most and totally rock it. For example, the one that I'm wearing right now, I wish I could permanently tattoo it onto my mouth. It is so beautiful. It's like a hot pink or hot fuchsia with blue shift. It's incredible. Anyway, so there are 6 colors in the collection. One of them is exclusive to Urban Decay online and their store, so you could only find it on there. So if that's the color that you want, then that's the only place you could get it. So the 6 colors in the collection are Ex-Girlfriend, which is a nude rose. You have Firebird, which is the color that I'm wearing right now all over my lips, and it's described as a deep fuchsia pink. You need it. You have 714, and this is described as a classic red. It's like a Crayola crayon red, like a classic red. Then you have Rocksteady, which is described as a blood red. Rocksteady, you need in your life. It's a very unique shade, and I told everybody on my Instagram, everybody needs to run out and get Rocksteady. It's beautiful. Then you have Wonderland, which is a dark pink red. After that is the one that's exclusive to UrbanDecay.com, and this is the shade Phone Call. And Phone Call is described as a bright pink. I've always been a fan of 24/7 Glide On lip pencils. Not so much the eyeliners, but the lip liners are incredible. You lay them on and they last all day long. If you layer them, no matter what you put on top, they'll last a lot longer. So for me, they're so soft and buttery that it's so easy to define your lips. But if you wanted to just put them all over with nothing else on top, you could also do that. Along with the 6 lip liners, they do have 8 lipsticks in the collection. And we need to take a minute to talk about the packaging alone, because just like the eyeshadow palette and the blush palette, the packaging is so stunning. It's one of those makeup items that you kind of want to have just to say you have a part, like a relic of this collection. It's almost like a collectible, you know what I mean? And I feel like it reminds me of my shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. I've had it for like 10 years. Don't judge me. But I mean, look at that. Isn't that stunning? And there's like a little detail on every part of the packaging. You have the UD at the top. They're cylindrical shape, so they are a little bit different. They're smooth, not like the Revolution lipsticks that have kind of like that hammered texture. It is plastic, but it is a gold and black plastic. It kind of fans out a little bit at the bottom. The cap is just plastic, it's not a magnetic top or anything, but then the actual bullet of the lipstick also has that UD inscribed onto the actual lipstick bullet. So there are 8 colors in this collection. 2 are exclusive to UrbanDecay.com, and there are 3 different finishes. I know there was a lot of whispering on my Instagram like, oh my god, some of those look so patchy. But listen, when you're putting a sheer up against a mega matte, anything is going to look patchy, blotchy, splotchy, terrible next to a mega matte. Because I mean, when you swipe a fully pigmented lipstick next to one that's almost like a balm, yeah, it's going to totally look different. So this collection has similar, it's almost like in the same color family, but you kind of pick and choose the finish that you want. So let's go one by one, and I'll tell you guys, I'll show you the color, I'll swatch it for you, and I'll try and insert a lip swatch. This one I actually was really looking forward to, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. This is the shade Ex-Girlfriend, and it's a sheer nude rose with pink shimmer. This to me looks like a nude balm. I don't see any shimmer on it, you guys, I don't get it. It's super, super, super sheer. This color with a nude lip liner, I think there's an Ex-Girlfriend. Yeah, there's an Ex-Girlfriend lip liner. With that nude lip liner, this on top, on a person that's really fair, would look incredible. On me, I'm like, you probably can't even see it because my lips already are really pigmented. So if I put this on top, you're not really gonna be able to see it. So that's Ex-Girlfriend. The one that I'm wearing right now, that all of you need to pause this video and go purchase, is Firebird. And Firebird is described as a deep fuchsia cream, which I don't know why it's described as that, because it should be described as a deep fuchsia with blue pearl. There is blue pearl in here. There is more blue pearl than fuchsia. It is incredible. I've seen 2 similar lipsticks to this at the drugstore. There's one by NYC and there's one by Wet n Wild. But when you compare the formulas, it doesn't even compare. The formula of this lipstick is just, it's butter. It's butter, blue, iridescent, shimmer in a fuchsia. Just believe me, you guys, you need it. It's so beautiful. I want to permanently put this on my lips. Then we have 714, and this is the only color in the collection that is a matte, and it's dubbed the New Finish Mega Matte. This is a classic red, a bright classic red in the Mega Matte formula, and all I'm gonna say is no. It's so matte that when you put it on, you feel like the lipstick is gonna break. It's really hard, so you really need to make sure to hydrate your lips if you're going to use it, because it's almost hard to use. I don't know if mine's just dried out, but it's really dry. The color's beautiful, but the formula just, there's no reason why it should be Mega Matte. Then it should have been a liquid lipstick, you know what I mean? Make it easy to apply and then dry down to a Mega Matte. That one, I don't get it. And I wish it wasn't 714 because that's like her signature red lip. Then we have Rocksteady, and Rocksteady is a deep wine red cream. Such a beautiful color. In the lipstick collection, I think anything that is a satin cream finish is huge. Like it's perfect, it's amazing. The formula is super buttery and delicious, and it stays on forever. When it comes to the sheer and the Mega Matte is just, I feel like I'm gonna break it. And the sheer, I've never been a fan of sheer anything. I mean, who has time for sheer? Just, you know what I mean? Then we have Spiderweb, and Spiderweb is a satin red cream. This is like another one of the red ones. So when it comes to red lipsticks, find the type of red that looks good on you, and that's the one that you would buy in this collection. Then we have Wonderland, and Wonderland is a pink red. This is also a satin cream. This is a really beautiful color because on some of you it will look more red, on others it will look a lot more pink. Then the last two are exclusive to the Urban Decay website. The first one is Phone Call, and Phone Call is the one that matches the exclusive lip liner Phone Call. So both of the phone calls, the lipstick and the lip liner, are exclusive to Urban Decay. And this is a sheer bright pink. And then the other one is a sheer berry. The color Plaid is a sheer berry. That is it for all of the products in the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay collection. I don't know if you guys were curious about seeing the actual box packaging, but the lip products come in gold and white packaging, or what is that joke? Like blue and black, or you know what I'm saying? That meme that became popular, the dress. So it's white and gold packaging for all the lip products. The brow product and the blush palette come with black and gold packaging, and the inside's really cute. The inside has the hot pink polka dot, or the hot pink and white polka dot theme. So if you guys were like a little overwhelmed with the collection and want to know what is a must-have, I definitely think from the previous launch, the eyeshadow palette, for me it's a must-have, but if you have medium to deeper skin tones, I say just skip it. The eyebrow product, unless you're blonde, skip it. The blush palette is definitely a must, and simply and solely for the shade Easy. This color is life altering. If you are a beauty junkie, you know what I mean by life altering. You need it in your life. This color is like, it's perfect. It would look good with a nude lip, with a berry lip, with a hot pink lip with blue shift. Hello. And then when it comes down to the lip products, you guys, I'm really not a fan of the sheer lipsticks, but I'm not a fan of sheer lipsticks in general. So I have that bias. If you guys are someone that enjoys sheer lip colors, then look into it. You guys really can't go wrong with any of the satin creams. I was thinking about which ones to recommend, and I basically was gonna name all 4 of the satin creams. So if you guys are fans of this lip color, you guys, definitely FIREBIRD, Spiderweb, Rocksteady, and Wonderland are my 4 favorites, which are the satin cream finish. And then if you guys are fans of the formula of the 24/7 lip liners, then you can't go wrong with any of them. But you'll see in the swatches that I inserted that they tend to be similar. So there are some that you could get away with multiple lipsticks. You don't have to buy like the matching lip liner per lipstick. Anyway, so that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. This collection will be live first on the Urban Decay website and their local store in California. After that, it will appear slowly at Sephora's and Ulta's, but all of the specific details and all of that information will be listed in the description box below, along with the review of the eyeshadow palette and a tutorial that I did inspired by Gwen using that eyeshadow palette. This tutorial will also be linked down below once it goes live. It will be after the release of this video, so check out for that. This is a look that was inspired by Gwen because apparently I'm her stalker, but she's just fabulous, isn't she? She is totally fabulous. So I already lost my panties talking about her at the beginning of this video, and in the eyeshadow one, and in this tutorial. So it just, before she gets a restraining order, I should probably cut this video short. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining,